Got ourselves Bua charging out on his beautiful evergreen mount. We got ourselves Cannibalic first one up. We got Ez in the back just going for a bit of a launch right now. Miko. God, that's such a good looking mount though. I think it does look good. And we got Nin here as well. Katarina over on the team too with Lore. We got Shinigami first up versus Cannibalic dropping in a big old Dark Lady. Immediately Shinigami just getting blasted by that thing. Hold on a moment. Maybe look at an ice block. Oh, no, he does have some ultra. I was thinking for a second like maybe. No, just an ultra. He's perfectly fine just blasting that thing or getting blasted by that beam. Trying to drop down maybe a Ring of Frost to lock down Cannibalic. The man is going to go for a stun around the corner. While the pet is active, Shinigami is going to have, I think, a little bit of a harder time getting himself a proper CC, a proper... does he want to go for poly? I was going to say, like, if you're trying to poly down, yeah, he probably does want to poly him. So you can go for a big old G-Pie. Yeah, with that pet, that's actually going to be, I think, a little bit awkward. Unless you can juke it out, that's going to be a little hard. As he's pushing in, that's Cannibalic opening up more gateways over into Shinigami. Does have Ultra. Question is, how much health does he end up recovering with that Ultra, though? Unless the pet steals it. Hold on. I think the pet might have stolen it. That's going to be a reflect out for Cannibalic. Just pushing in. He saw an opportunity. Just ripping the soul out of Shinigami so you can't even heal much either. And he's going to be able to funnel the health into his pet a little bit. This guy is aggressive as a Destro. I love seeing it. Wait, hold on a second. You guys got all these... Oh, that's a good. That looks good. You know what? I think it'd be cool if we could decorate these arenas a little bit more. What's up, Buki? How you doing, fam? This has got to be Shinny. Back it up out of there for just a moment. Still has that fell puppy chasing after him. As his Cannibalic trying to keep himself the best angle possible. He's not like headstrong rushing Shinigami unless he gets himself like a really good go. But like he's always trying to get good angles. And Shinigami's under pressure the entire time. Portal's up. That's going to be the Dark Lair joining in. Trying to see if he can go for a Shockwave or a Shot of Fury behind the corner. G-Pie doesn't connect. G-Pie does go off. Cannibalic having to tank this one up. Meteor coming down. Dusty Reflect. Portal around the corner. Trying to see if he can charge the Shinigami. Not a lot of health available for the mage. Got himself the Ultra. The question is how much health does he end up recovering it? Unless the pet again stole the Ultra, which might have happened. That's going to be another fiery hellstorm of a portal opening. And Shinigami with the Cauterize. I think it's over. I think it's lights out. Unless he got himself a defensive. Invisibility for DR. Does get himself a shield. Shift power for maybe get another shield. That pet just keeps removing and cleaning you off of all these buffs. It is unfortunate. Honestly, might not be a bad move to just, I think, blast the Felt Puppy at that point, right? More to call. I think it's over. Trinket. Oh, knockback. It's over. He got the eyeball. Once the eyeball's in play, he's just going to keep plinking you with that fell. That's just not what you can do. And then a short for a 9-incher. Really? Well done. What a name. Yo, Dallas ago. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Have the deals been? I'd say fantastic. I've been enjoying them a lot so far, Mikey. Got ourselves what? Cobra is up next. Is it going to be now? Is it going to be Laura? Laura's kind of... She's waiting. She's waiting for him. It's going to be... Is it now? Now is also backing up out of there. He's like, yo, who is it? Whose turn is it? Cat is like, hey, maybe me? Kind of just like, I'll test the waters, walk out there for a moment. Cannibalic dealt with the Fire Mage super handily. I do wonder how Katarina ends up handling it this one, though. I think if you end up going for the Touch of the Magi, you get to juke out the pet. You probably have yourself one of the better combos that you can do as an Arcane Mage. But Fire has instant cast ability, so you imagine that it was like the best class combo for it before, right? Cannibalic dropping down Infernal. That's a lot of pressure. Together with the Regular spotting Cannibalic, the man goes in for a bit of a trinket, trying to see if he can find himself some cover behind the pillow. That Dark Lair still continues to get the beams from a distance for Cannibalic, able to toughen up that Touch of the Magic with the Dark Pack, able to survive it handily. Katarina's taking a bit of damage, but not too much so far. The Prismatic Barrier still holding on strong. That's going to be a port. Cannibalic charging in, pushing in. He's going to cleave the soul of Cap, but the blinks are going to get you to the other side of the pillar. Still quite a bit of damage taken just in the opener. Does get to Nova the pet. So at the very least, you are limiting the amount of interrupts the pet has, or the amount of absorbs that he can remove. It has get himself a random bloodlust, a random time warp. Maybe taking out the Fell Hunter. Might be the play. Katarina, I think, is trying to set something up. If you can get the pet behind the pillar at least, Nova it. That's going to be Altar. Does he get to remove the Altar potentially? Is the Altar removed? I can't even tell. Trying to go for Ring of Frost, but he was kind of going on top of the boxes. That's unfortunate. Ultra's still in play, though. That is going to be Dark Lair. You can't push in. You have to play defensive. The entire time, Cannibalic can just pressure these mages. Every time you want to have a go, Dark Lair, you don't want to be here anymore. All right, I guess I'm running. Next time you have your cooldowns, Dark Lair strikes again. Or not Dark Lair. Observer? I think it's Observer. Right, let's be fair. That's a balloon demon. It's a balloon. But I guess we could call it the Observer. Did I just go through time and space there for a second? Invis at a cat? No dots? How done? Is he trying to sit down for food? I think he's trying to sit down and maybe get food. He got himself a shield. No, he's not going to be able to get any food whatsoever. Barrages are available. Try to go for maybe some kind of a go. Cannibalic with a reflect. Does he have another balloon demon up in the air? Is going to open up a couple of barrage and portals from around the corner. At least one of them. Catherine is still taking hits after hits. Got himself at least a little bit of the temporal shield. I think it's called No, temporal shield. That's the right one. Prismatic barrier and temporal shield. I always get those wrong. Always. Barrage to follow. Ring of Frost. I think it's over. Katarina does have an ice block, but against Cannibalic, like, so far they've been on the back foot. This Warlock is a mage's worst nightmare. This Destra just set it up every single time. Again, as soon as Katarina's out the open, finally gets to have a go. There goes Cannibalic. Just absolutely dropping him just with a Dark Layer alone. Like, you kind of want to focus Dark Layer. You want to focus the Warlock at this point. Like, you just kind of want to hit something, anything, and kind of does end up taking him out. With now, going to be up next. Demon Hunters, though, are pretty good at taking out Warlocks. As Cannibalic trying to go for a bit of reflect. Walling his damage off. He knows it's going to be the most amount of damage out of the Demon Hunter. He's going to actually sacrifice the pet just so he can get himself a little bit extra health. I think he's actually going to go for a little bit extra of this, like, health fortification stun. He's going to rip the Demon Hunter's soul for a second just to reduce some of the healing as well as the damage the guy does. Fury for just a second. Does go for a quick kick. This is going to be Sigil of Misery, but does get avoided into another Sigil. Also gets to avoid that one as well. Now this Cannibalic got something. I think it's over. Does get to go for a stun on it now. Boo and swap it over to Demonology Warlock. I think Demo actually might have a much better chance versus a Demon Hunter. Just the amount of pets and the physical damage it does. I think it's actually really good. It's going to summon up the entire army. That Tyrant actually get himself some decent damage from a distance. Able to blast him away. Now cutting the pets around the corner. Making sure they have as many obstacles to get around so they're not constantly on him. But once the demons are upon you, unless you could dodge them in the darkness, I don't really know much you could do there. Stun onto Bua for a second. Does go for the port. Back it up out of the Dress Rocket charging in. Now going for the massive cleave. Bua back it up out of there. Letting the pets cleave him down. Slowing down the DH. Quick axe toss. Let him set up a couple more imps. Shadow Fury right after. Just keeping him pressured while the demons are doing the work. Any bit of damage that the demons do is just what just killed him? He was like a 20, between 10 to 20% of health and just 0. Was that a battle message trick that just fell off? What happened? Hold on a second. Cobra as a destruction versus Bua. That is going to be all this demons surrounding you. Cobra needs to get in. Obelisk is down. You may want to kill it. You may want to conflagrate it a couple of times. The more pets are on you, Cobra, it's not going to feel that good whatsoever. Try to go for a Tyrant. Axe toss. Cobra does go for the trinket. Reflect up so he can at least counter the Tyrant for a moment here. Bua is going to pour it around the corner. Got himself the Dark Layer as well. So that's... Oh, who's got the Dark Layer? No, it's Cobra with the Dark Layer. Bua does not want to be in front of the thing at all, though. More to call for just a second. As long as he can send some pets over in Cobra and then chill behind the pillar. Cobra trying to see if he can tank this up with a wall. Open up a couple of gates towards Bua. Bua having to run out of there. Does himself a wall as well. May need to use it. Does go for the wall to tank up the damage at the very least. And it's going to be all the demons everywhere. I don't even know who's demon is who's anymore. It's just too many. Axe toss onto Cobra. Does go for the kick onto Bua. Bua back it up out of there. Does Cobra go for the chase? Looks like he's actually backing up out of there. Valafine is out for Bua. Dropping down the obelisk, looking for a quick port. Next guy with a mortical, I think, potentially wins this one. Bua needs to find himself a good angle, but he could get interrupted though. That's the worst part. Does some Incendio bolts. Mortical is sent in, but the axles to exchange it. Portals are opening up. There's going to be a reflect up for Cobra. Oh, Cobra doesn't have taken it. That was such a close one. That was way too close. Oh, not a second. Cobra just throwing everything down, huh? Is it Miko up next? I think Miko is trying to give him as much of an honor to as possible. Maybe? Cobra, if you guys had... Who had the mages in your team? Was it you guys? Yeah, he's sitting down for some food and Miko's perfectly fine, but he's just letting it happen. He's just letting him recover very quickly. I love it. I love them honorable duels, man. What was that? I know. Quite some health left and then just knees dropped. It must have been a battle message trick in the mic. Yeah, with the DH, I have no clue, honestly. I have no idea. It's got to be a battle master's trinket. It seems like unless one of his demons just randomly crit. Who knows, right? Who knows? But yeah, Cobra is getting himself a full recovery though. As even of a duel as you can be, destruction versus affliction. Miko charging right into the domain of Cobra. He's probably even going to set up a gateway somewhere nearby. That is going to be a Darkblade joining back in. If Miko casts while he's in front of the Darkblade, it's going to hurt him for sure. Dark backdrop for Cobra. Does go for an immunity for... Wait, it looked like a Mortal Call. It was a Mortal Call. He just all swapped all of the dots from the pet onto the Warlock. Does go for Reflect. Miko getting hit with a Mortal Call. Maybe Mortal Call of his own? Maybe not. No, hold on. Does go for the wall. That's going to be full Drake Cobra. I think it's just out of options unless he somehow lives this. Try to go for a future CC Miko for just a second. Shot of Fury, but it's just going to get zapped down by his Dark Glare. Actual Dark Glare, not a Observer. As lore. Unless Miko has a way out of this one with mobility, I don't know if he can make it. Does go for the juke kick. That's going to be a Frosty DK looking to get a stun on you. That is going to be juke. Does give you immunity to stuns. With the full UA, does grip it back in your place. Hold on. Fear. Does go for the full blind. I think it's over. Lore. Mortal Coil. Fear. Oh, trinkets. Oh, he Lichborn it. Hold on. He actually has somebody out. I was going to say for a second. I was like, wait. He trinketed. I thought, wait, maybe Forsaken Racial? Because he does have access to that. No, just normal Lichborn. Or maybe now you're Lichborn? I'm not even sure actually. Nin goes in with a full-on Cloak of Shadows lore. Nothing you can really do there. That's a rough one. Warlocks, man. Cannibalic absolutely putting terror into mages. What do you do in that situation? There's got to be a way to fight that, right? As a mage, do you just like focus down the pet first? I guess you have to focus down the Dark Glare, right? Or the Observer. And then you gotta blast him. Last one. Okay, we can get you guys +1. Invite. I can help. We get you guys extra bodies, yeah.